What's up guys, I'm Matt from Running Warehouse, and today we're going to be taking a look at the all-new Adidas Adizero Boston 10. Now the Boston's been a legend in the running community for a while now, and as you can see it gets a lot more bulk to it. No longer is it going to be this flat traditional racer. Now it has even more stack and even more durability added to it, making it smooth, fast, and ready for any kind of run that you're going to take it on. So let's talk about that bulk. So as you can see, there's a lot more stack height to this shoe. And when I first opened up the box and saw what the new Boston looked like, I was a little hesitant and I was a little scared of what it was gonna be. When I first weighed it weighed in at about 10.4 ounces for a men's size 9, and it had 39 millimeters in the heel. And it also has an 8 millimeter drop with 31 in the forefoot. So I always like a lightweight shoe that's going to be more nimble, it's going to be a little bit faster, and I was very hesitant when I first looked at the new Boston. But once I got it on foot, it felt great. It was super smooth, it ran really well, it ran faster than I expected, and I couldn't be happier with it, honestly. So when we take a look at the bulk of the shoe, we can really look at the midsole. The midsole is going to have two foams down there. It's going to have Light Strike, but it's also going to have Light Strike Pro. That bottom layer of basic Light Strike will add some nice durability to the shoe, but the top layer of Light Strike Pro is going to add some bouncy responsiveness, and it's the same foam that's found in Pro 2. So you're going to get that super foam that's found in an elite marathon racer in a shoe that's only $140. So between the durability and that bounciness that comes with that Pro foam, it's a great value, and it's something that's gonna feel great and run really smooth underfoot. I took this thing for a few long runs, some easy days, and some up-tempo efforts, and I think that combination was really great because it was bouncy, but also because it was durable and I could take it for even longer miles. So the midsole also gets some even more enhancements where it's gonna have these energy rods that run throughout the midsole. These rods are going to follow the metatarsals of runners' feet. That way it gives you a more natural propulsive feel and some added rigidity to the shoe. Now, I know that this shoe has that added rigidity that a lot of other brands and other companies are throwing into shoes, but I think you still leave this shoe on the shelf for race day. There's just lighter and faster options available, like Adidas Adios Pro 2 and like the Adios 6, where you'll get faster turnover and you'll get a little bit more pop. But if you're looking for a shoe that's going to be able to handle longer tempos and a little bit faster daily training, I think that the blend of Light Strike and Light Strike Pro is great. And the addition of those energy rods adds that little bit of pop that will be able to carry you through to even faster training to get to that race day. Now when we take a look at the upper of the Boston 10, there's kind of a lot going on here. There's going to be two main parts where it has a bottom mesh and then an upper mesh. And that bottom mesh is featured with a gusseted tongue that also fits like a booty construction. So it's gonna hold your foot a little bit more snug and give you a more form-fitting feel. But that top layer of mesh is a more mono mesh upper where it's gonna be breathable and a little bit stronger. So that just adds to even more of the durability of the Boston 10, giving it a little bit more breathability, but also that strength needed to go those extra miles. There are some suede overlays and some added extra little overlays in here that I think the Boston doesn't really need. I think a lot of it is just for aesthetic, but if Adidas cut some of those things out, I think this thing can go even faster. I think this shoe could be way lighter than what it comes in at already. We can also take a look at the outsole of this shoe. There's gonna be a lot of continental rubber on the outsole here. This is gonna, again, add more durability and really allow you to take corners and take those faster paces with more confidence. You can take this on gravel, you can take this shoe on roads when it's wet or when there's a little bit of a slicker surface like a brick surface. The continental rubber is there to really just let you go that extra mile and kind of let you push this shoe even further. I know I really liked the durability of this shoe, and Adidas really blended that Light Strike and Light Strike Pro foam in a great way that when I would wake up at 6 a.m. for my runs, my first thought was I can't wait to take out the new Boston. Not only did it look super cool and look great running on the trail, but it also just felt great. It felt smooth and it felt like I wanted to keep going. I would take this for long runs and I would plan on going 13 and end up going 15. I would take it for a 4-mile tempo and go a little bit further than a 4-mile tempo. I also think that it was a great option when I went to go warm up for my run, and I felt so good on the warm up that I wanted to keep it on for part of the workout. And then I even wanted it on the cool down because there's enough stack here and it felt smooth enough and protective enough and durable enough to get me through every single aspect. Now, do I think that it can get a little bit lighter and a little bit faster and stay true to those old Boston roots? I think so, and I think a lot of that needs to be dialed in with this new model. It is a new revamp and it does have a lot more going on, but I think Adidas can really dial this new Boston in and make it faster, make it lighter, and make it overall a shoe that you want to grab for every single run that you go on. Basically, I feel like if the weight can come down a little bit and this shoe can get even faster, you can use it for any run that you want to take it for. And you can find the new Adidas Boston 10 at runningwarehouse.com.